Hey, how is it going? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you exactly which are the current ad types in 2025 on Amazon that you can create for your product. And I want to explain the mindset behind them and which one we would advertise for in order to achieve our goal. See, right now I'm logged in within the ad console. This is on the Canadian marketplace. First off, sponsored product is the first ad type, sponsored brand the second one, sponsored display is the third one, and they also introduced sponsored TV by end of 2024. Which one should you be targeting? Actually, I want to teach you about one of the mistakes that I did for our brand back when we started, because I thought that I'm so smart by figuring out sponsored brand ads. We got very cheap sales. And I was like, yeah, let's go all in, or at least 80% in. Needless to say, it was a strategy I should have not gone for. While it did work really well for us at a very low ACOS, we generated sales. What I noticed is that it's one of the ad types that I really did not understand how it works. I created a lot of sponsored brand ads that did bring in sales. What I ended up with is a very hard time ranking organic. So based on that, I just want to share some of my learning lessons when it comes down to which ad types would you be focusing on. And also these are the ad types that we are focusing within the agency, just because we've seen that these ones have the biggest drivers when it comes to specific strategies to achieve for the account. So let's start with sponsored product. You're going to click continue. You're going to be immediately redirected to the ad groups. Here you would select your product that you want to advertise. Let's scroll down. This is where you're going to be prompted to choose between what type of advertising do you want to run, if it's automatic targeting or manual targeting. I created a separate video where it's explaining in detail what is the difference between these two, so I'm not going to go through. Basically, it's fun to you to understand the anatomy and then understand the strategy behind, right? So let's say that we're going to choose automatic targeting. This is something we would create for our discovery campaigns. I also created a separate video, which one explains exactly when it comes down to discovery campaigns, which are they and why you should be creating. But basically, we're given two main options, automatic targeting and manual targeting. Both of these options are great. They fit within their own purpose. Usually it comes down to targeting type, and we would create either automatic, either manual targeting. Just wanted to go through the anatomy of what is this going to look like. And why is this important for you is because what we're seeing on our end are the brands that 70 or 80% of their ad spend is going towards sponsored ad campaigns. They're the most successful when it comes to ranking. Now, what ranking means basically, so let's say that I'm going to type USB microphone and to look those up. What is going to come up, it's a lot of products who are advertising for USB microphone. With the strategy of sponsored products, this is what you would show up. You would show up here on the page there, like this is how you would show up. Or where else you would show up, you can show up also once that someone clicks within a microphone, you can show up on their product here underneath. This is where you will show up, and this is where you would show up. And before scrolling down, let's say that's where you will show up. Most of the time, whenever we would create a sponsored product, those are the ones who help with an organic ranking. What it means is that if someone would type for USB microphone, they would show up first on the listing between the first pages on the product page. So that is what organic ranking means. This ad type sponsored product is going to be the one that has the highest buyer intent. Now, sponsored brand, this is the ad type that actually we created a lot for our brand. And while these were very successful, we had a video ad and it performed on 10% ACOS. We made a lot of sales. We were ahead of our competition. We created the video. Everything was amazing until competition they picked up whatever we were doing and they just replicated it. Long story short, why is this important for you to understand? If you're going to create this type of ads, you can create product collections so you can showcase your product. You can have store spotlight, which is whenever someone is going to see your product, they're going to click within and you're redirecting them to your store. And then you can have the video ad, which basically, this is the one that I was talking about. What we've seen so far, they're very similar as if you would be running outside traffic ad. Here, organic ranking is not going to be improved almost at all. Hey guys, real quick, this channel grows only once you share it. No ads, no fancy tricks, just word of mouth. So if anything connects with you or it might help someone you know, text it, DM it, post it, whatever feels right. Thanks so much. So why is this important for you to understand this? Because I know that most of the time whenever we're dealing with clients, they have a hard time understanding if you're going to allocate more of your ad budget than 10 to 20%, it's going to be very hard for you to rank organically. Therefore, if you're just launching a product and if you're limited on budget, sponsored product ads is probably 90 to 100% of the campaigns that we will be creating. Then based on that data, whatever keywords work for us, we would try maybe also in sponsor brand and see how it's going to perform. And then if they perform really well, what we are going to do, we're going to take those, maybe if there are specific products that we converted well on, we are going to add them into sponsored display. So it's really important for you to understand that this is more for brand awareness and also requires creatives. Sponsored product, for example, doesn't. So if you want to create this type of ad, this is going to come with additional cost. Either you would want to redirect to a storefront, which is already an additional cost because usually a product listing page, whenever you're creating it, it's not coming with an additional storefront. Either it's going to require a video, either it's going to require a picture, because that way you can redirect them as well. So that being said, why I absolutely love this ad type, I would not highly advise you to just right now focus on it unless your ad spend already is spent on 70 to 80% on sponsored products and you already have keywords that are performing really well for you for that specific ad time. All right, and then the third one. So the third one, it is sponsored display. I love to have specific products that I already know that they are working well for us if we're showing up on those products, and then have the sponsored display showcase on their ads. You can do reach, page visitors, conversions. I'm going to go into more in-depth into all these campaigns. This is a more general video of the ad types, how we use them in the agency and how we've seen success. And here as well, this one requires creative. So you would need either one picture to promote, either you would need a specific video. This ad type is going to work brilliantly for you if you have consumable products and you want to retarget buyers that already purchased from you or check out your product pages. I would still not dedicate more than 10 to 20% of my ad spend. Here, what we want to ensure is that always the main strategy behind our whole account is that we're going to rank organically, because that is going to help us assure that you're not going to pay always super high for ads, but whatever you're already ranking for and Amazon finds you relevant, we are going to want to stick to those organic rankings. So the last one that we're going to go towards is the sponsored TV beta. This ad is more new. Here as well, you would be required to have your own creatives. This is the ad type that I would recommend you once that you already maximize your sponsored products, sponsored brands, sponsored display ads. Because as of right now, there's a lot of back and forth and headaches when it comes down to submitting this ad type. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that you're going to be so focused on something that you think that it's going to work and save your account, when in fact, what we want is organic ranking for our products. Usually organic ranking is the most helpful to get via sponsored product ads. And that's a wrap. By now, you should be knowing exactly which are the ad types that you can create now in 2025 for your Amazon ad account. If you found this video helpful, please ensure to smash the like button and also share it with someone who you think could benefit from it. Take care. Bye.